He did, fair play. Carabag.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the ITK Soccer Show. Yeah, it is the 24th of January 2019. His favourite movie is Aquaman. His favourite band is Aqua. Dr. Jones, how you doing? John Carroll?
It's a great intro.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of it.
Peekaboo, I see you. Dan Carroll.
How long have you had that prepared?
I was trying to have a nap earlier and I couldn't sleep, and I was like, I better come up with intros.
Good.
Thank you. We're not watching Chelsea and Spurs, but by the time you listen to this, it'll be over anyway. So the final score is the final score, and we're going to talk about last week's Premier League results. We'll have a little preview of the FA Cup, although only one match really counts tomorrow night: Man United and Arsenal. We'll talk about any transfer.
Fumf, is it?
Huh?
Is that fumf?
That's a fumf.
Ooh.
It's a 5 to 8 fumf.
That's testing dry.
It's
January.
it's kind of bad for the Arsenal fans going up.
Sorry, Dan. That's testing dry January. So this gigantic party that we're having, the only time we're watching a Royal Rumble and then actually benefiting from the consequences of said results because we're travelling to Mania together, is not a reason to break a dry January, but you will for a month.
Well, I have to work the next day.
You're working from home, mate.
And the JCWL.
Sorry?
The John Carroll Weekly Lift that I promised to many people that come to your party.
So let's get this straight. You didn't drink for my birthday because you went to Football Weekly the week after,
Was it Football Weekly I went to?
or something like that. You won't drink for the Rumble because you're going to drink on Friday instead.
No, I'm not going to drink on Friday. I'm just saying it tests dry January.
Whoa. Who are you giving lifts to?
Just Adam Joy.
Adam Joyce can...
Adam lives
Sorry, hold on.
5 minutes away.
Hold on. You're not drinking because you're giving lift to the person who lives
No,
closest
I'm
to my
giving
house.
myself a lift home.
But Adam mightn't even drink.
Yeah,
Adam went on his own stag and didn't
I'll
drink.
be driving myself.
If
So
you-
I'll be dropping people.
You're
on the way.
drinking.
I'm definitely not
He
drinking.
didn't drink for my birthday. I was a bit taken back by that. And I
It
only
was
found
a
out at
house
about 1
party.
o'clock when he left.
House parties are the best.
Eh.
Friday's house party. I mean, it's Sunday. You fucking... All right. What else do we talk about?
It's the most in-depth football talk we've ever had.
We've got the most interesting chat we've ever had. We're going to talk about all the days. Let's just jump straight in here. So, who's excited to see Higuain in the Premier League at the ripe old age of 31?
It's so bizarre because like he's had so many massive finals and moments, and he's just messed everything up for Argentina so many times.
Well, you know what? No,
has.
before we get on to that, Dan pointed out last week that Morata is best of the two. So it's great that Chelsea took the risk, and then they found a partner for Morata up front, Higuain and Morata.
Well, there was obviously
it'll be
something.
flawless.
There was always something in the Morata leaving because he did take the number 29 jersey for whatever reason that was about, and they did vacate the number 9.
Is Morata going to
Atletico.
Atletico? Yeah.
But like he's going to be third choice there,
Oh, I know.
so he's still going to be sitting on the bench. But maybe
He just probably likes to live in his homeland.
he's
Do you want to talk about the stat that people don't know because they don't see our messages? As far as I know, you went home and you wanted to prove Dan wrong about Morata and his significance to Juve.
Yeah, I do no research for the show, but I knew
Used
Dan
to.
was wrong. I used to back in the day. But you used to blank when I cursed on this out as well. So.
I suppose, yeah.
Well,
Well,
I
we said
went
rape, so-
through, I think it was like the Opta website to see how often he played. I think it was like 55 appearances in total or something over 2 and a bit seasons. Not a lot were starts. Or was it something like that? It might have been less.
Oh, I thought it was more in your favour, the argument here. 55 over 2 seasons is still like...
Not when you're
chunk.
playing for like a top 4 team sort of thing.
I do remember Lorente starting with Tevez more. Head the ball down to Tevez. Head the ball down to Tevez. This is what happened, isn't it?
It was what happened.
yeah they both played up front with him.
If I had remembered Lorente last week, the man who will save Spurs, is he starting today?
Scored an own goal against Fulham.
He did. We'll get
He's,
there.
yeah.
So Sarri, speaking of Chelsea, and anyway, to answer my own question, I'm very excited about seeing Higuain.
Do you think that I think if the ball falls to him, I think he'll actually bury most chances, but
He's a fox in the box.
he can't run or move.
Yeah, I
Like
think
he's looked overweight for 3 years. Like since he's left Real Madrid, he's literally looked so overweight.
If it works,
Yeah.
it's great for Chelsea. The problem is they do have a history of buying named strikers for.
Did anyone
money
see
that
the
don't
Football
I was gonna-
365 article
Your,
where...
your Crespo, your
I was going to
Torres,
get onto that.
Your
The-
Steve
the amount-
Sidwells.
The amount of number 9s they
Morata.
bought, the number 9s they bought, like since the Abramovich era, is shocking. Like they sold Hasselbank when Abramovich came in. No, and Mourinho's first season, He left. Drogba came in, didn't have number 9. Kesman had number 9, right?
Yeah.
Scored in the final.
Carling Cup, he did, yeah. Then they brought in Shevchenko. Didn't work. Crespo came in as well. Didn't work for whatever reason. They had Mewtwo before that. You know what happened there?
Yeah,
drugs.
They had Anelka did work, I suppose. Drogba hung around for longer. Demba Ba, no. Torres, massive one, no. Who else did I have after
They've
that?
had a great look of
They've had terrible look at centre forwards. Falcao. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
They've had so many big names come in.
Alexander
Pato. He came once. Mourinho was sacked the second time.
No one remembers this.
We were very excited.
Well,
Falcao and Pato were in the same
they
squad.
were, yeah.
There's Pro Evo team.
But there's a list going on there. Bar, Drogba, and Costa. You could actually probably say they're the only two.
No, Anelka.
Out and out number 9s that they bought to lead the line.
Well, Anelka only played number 9 because they had Drogba. Like,
is anyone else following Diego Costa's prank videos?
is it also called Mercked?
No. Well, yeah, it's Mercked too. Whatever Mercked is in Spanish.
The sequel. Mercos.
Yeah, he broke his brother up using fireworks and.
He broke his brother up.
He woke his brother up.
Oh Jesus!
He broke
his brother up.
And then I can't remember. One of his teammates, he nicked their tracksuit while they were having a shower and then just sprayed it completely with a fire extinguisher.
Has he put anybody in a bin?
Not yet.
No, I don't care for it.
Is he actually 100% left Chelsea? Like he's
yeah,
officially
yeah,
a Atletico player, yeah?
Yes.
So, does that mean that Griezmann is going in the summer?
No. Why?
Or is it just...
Well, the only team that would be linked with him was
Do you think-
Barcelona, but
do you
they've
think
got centre forwards
do you think
sorted for
Morata
the
was
next 3
bought
years
to-
at Boateng.
Because Griezmann's going.
I don't know. Like, I don't know why he'd just leave, sit in one bench to go to Atletico Madrid's bench.
I hardly think that they're going to say to Morata, Griezmann's leaving.
No, but they could go, it's going to be you and Costa up front. You get 2 up front again.
Griezmann.
No, but I just...
released that big video last year that he
But
was
Atletico
staying
played
at
2
Atletico.
up front, right? They played Griezmann just off Costa.
So the Morata point.
And... No, I'm not saying he's going to be starting, but...
No.
I just don't understand why...
You have Tommy
I don't
Lamar as
understand
well.
the whole loan in theory at all. Like, would he not go to AC Milan? Sure, like, do a swap loan? Or go to...
Sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe shit.
Yeah, well, I agree.
You know what I mean? Or like
There's
go to
some
a team who
terrible-
he'll actually start for.
There's some financial
You know.
gimmick with AC Milan at the moment, and that's why this loan thing is working.
But even
for
the
them.
Bonucci thing with AC Milan last year, that was so odd.
Yeah.
Like, he just...
Come back to your home club.
a
Please
swap-
leave and go back to
A
your better club.
swap loan with Higuain,
Yeah.
and then ends up going back to Juve.
Juve,
So
yeah.
Juve just made so much
Well, the
better deal.
Higuain deal was one, Juve had to get rid of him because they couldn't afford him and Ronaldo.
Yeah.
And then AC Milan were like, we'll get him, and if we get Champions League, we'll buy him. But then what happened was, it doesn't look like they're going to get Champions League. He's not scored. He hasn't scored in the last 10 matches since he got sent off against Juventus. And Juventus can't afford him because they still have Ronaldo.
When you
AC
saw
Milan
him,
can't
how bad
afford
was he? Or could he move? Or did he...
That
like,
was just a very slow match. He didn't look great. Now, that front three of Suso, Higuain and Çalhanoğlu, like, to be fair, he was running and battling a bit, but he didn't do it for the full 90, and it
Yeah.
is Italy.
But
So
he is overweight, isn't he? Like, he has to be.
He doesn't need to run though. That's the way he plays, right? You know.
But
He
Sarri
always
doesn't,
looks a threat.
Sarri doesn't like having Hazard out in the wing because Hazard doesn't work hard enough. I don't think Higuain will work hard either. Like,
but Sarri,
Hazard will be happy.
But Sarri
if
loves Higuain
he does.
because of what he did for Napoli. So
But he's a very sensitive player. Like, Jonathan Wilson told a story on Football Weekly that Higuain for Napoli kept missing all his penalties, and Rafa Benitez was manager and asked, why does he keep taking them? It's like, because it would affect him so badly to be taking off penalties. It's better for us if he takes them.
At least his manager knows that. It's not like he's going to United on loan. Like, he's at least going to the safest place he can go in Europe. Or in England, sorry.
True, but
Go on.
But like, as Dan was sort of bringing up, that like people in England have a different idea of Higuain. Like, even though he scored goals in Italy and Spain for a little bit, we know him as the person who's cost Messi international tournaments by missing big chances in Copa America finals and World Cup finals.
He
Champions
should have
League
never
finals
been.
even,
He should have
for sure.
never been playing there, obviously. But let's not get into the potential Argentine debate of what squad they could have had over
And
the
what do
last
you think
decade.
of Sarri's rant?
I was going to bring that
You know,
up.
like that.
I like his style. I have to
I
say.
think he's dead right, but
I like
it's
his style.
like Conte fought against his culture, and I said this before to you guys. Like he was at war with the owner, with the players, because they were demotivated. They weren't working hard enough. They win a league and then they just switch off for about 18 months. That's what these players do.
Yeah, well, they didn't last year, so what's
They
the excuse?
did. They did last year. They completely switched off last year.
No, they didn't win the league last year. So why do you think they're complacent again?
Well, first of all, I don't think they're good enough.
What's
Number
the mentality with Chelsea, where no matter who's in the door, the players feel like they can get
because
this
they're
monkey on their back?
they've had that culture with Terry and all them in there. I just feel that they're never going to.
But how does that trickle down if they're not still in the club?
Well,
It can still be there. Cahill's still there.
Fabregas and stuff.
Well,
Like the
Cesta's gone
rats. You know what I mean? When Mourinho got sacked, like
Fabi's gone.
throw out the
Williams
rats
there a
instead,
while.
wasn't it? Like
Throw out
Fabregas.
the Chelsea rats.
Yeah, do you remember Chelsea
that
rats? Was
sign?
it Costa, Fabregas, and
There's
Hazard?
something that was really badly misspelled on that sign. Which was it?
Oh, I can't remember.
Maybe it was
I think it
Hazard.
was
Probably.
Fabregas.
Oh, well, yeah, okay.
But,
Fabregas is tough to get in a sign. It's a big name. He just
But like, I don't. I think there is a culture issue that's probably stemmed down from that, and because of all that, I would like. I know what Sarri is exactly saying, but this is only going to end one way. And if he's still there next year, like Higuain is literally going to have to bang in goal after goal after goal for him, for them to literally keep Sarri in a job. I actually think at this stage that the fans.
Oh no!
Well, listen, hear me out. If they finish 5th or 6th, right, I think they'll probably finish at worst 5th. Personally, they'll probably 4th or 5th. They're probably going to finish at the end of the day. If they don't win a trophy, and the players are still not playing great, they're not trying hard enough. If he feels Dresden's gone, the players will make sure that manager's gone. You look at the track record with Chelsea. Di Matteo won the Champions League. Then he was never long term. It's always they plan ahead for the players. They plan for it. They don't plan for the manager. They don't plan for any future. They only want literally what the players want and are going to do. So I personally don't think that Sarri isn't there for the long. Like Conte had what, 2 years?
Yeah.
Mourinho he had 3. Ancelotti had, was it 2?
That doesn't seem
Villas
right.
Boas had 9 months. It's just constant with Chelsea. Like that's the strategy they go for. But if
Did
the manager,
Ancelotti have a full? No, Ancelotti had a full year at least.
no, he's saying he had 2.
I don't think he had 2.
He did.
because he won the Premier League
He
with like max points.
He won.
Max
He won the
goals.
Premier
yeah.
League with 90 odd points. But no, but I'm just saying. I can only see this going one way for Sarri, and unless Higuain says bangs in the goals for him,
Okay.
does he can go down. I brought a player in here, and he's doing the business, and the fans will get on side with him. And as long as the fans are with you, and if obviously we don't know what's happening with Abramovich because he can't even get a visa to get in. Like he wants out.
Well, he's
So
trying to
it's
stop
the club is a complete mess, to be honest.
Here's
Who
my
do you think becomes Manchester United manager when United finish above Spurs this year?
Can I get to that in 1 sec? Can I just answer Dan real quick? Here are my predictions. Because of the Abramovich shakiness and the potential of selling the club, they're not going to be as trigger happy as usual, regardless of what happens. So we'll get another year of the current manager, and Higuain may not bang them in, but he will have more goals to his name than Giroud or Morata for Chelsea this year. That is my prediction.
Morata's gone. He has 4.
One
yes.
goal.
And Giroud's on 3.
Yes,
Yes, you will score more than 4.
but they're my 3. They're my 3.
Like
who's-
league goals.
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
You don't think he's going to score more than 4 league goals with just less than half the season remaining? No.
No.
All right.
He will. He will.
Now you were asking who's going to take over from Solskjaer.
When United finish above Spurs?
Finish above Spurs.
Yeah.
Do you think United are going to finish 3rd?
Yeah.
Are Spurs going to finish 4th?
It depends.
Spurs,
Kane and
Spurs,
Ali.
Spurs
Kane,
will be in the top 4.
Kane and Ali gone till
Son.
end of March. Son gone for the start of this
So
month.
Oh,
goes
it's
injured.
desperate, isn't it? It's desperate.
I saw him amazing. It's not actually like you guys are saying like comparing injuries and stuff. You guys have been pretty. I know you.
The besides the defense, we've been grand.
You've been pretty good. Like Spurs have actually been ravaged by injuries this year. Like looking at it,
We've had the
really
defense, and we've had a
Because
couple of
we
sketchy
signed,
hendos.
We signed like 2 midfielders in the
like,
summer. They signed no one.
look at Spurs' midfield now. Like they obviously didn't sign anyone in the summer.
Oh, Dembele's
but
going, right?
Dembele's gone, right? Like he was the main man in that midfield. I thought for about 3 years.
Well, not this year because his tank had gone.
I know, not this season. But Eric Dyer's in there. He's injured. Harry Winks is doing okay. The forgotten man,
Sissoko.
Wanyama. The last time I ever seen him was when he scored that goal against Hughes last
us,
year.
yeah.
I can't remember him playing a game.
Victor.
Like, he's good. And like
Um,
they don't have the backup. If you look at it, and that's where their main issue.
That's why I don't think
the main issue is actually midfield.
Unless you sign someone in January, but Poch said he's not going to sign an emergency player.
Well, he's a fucking moron.
Kane is out for a while.
I don't think there's the money to spend.
Yeah, so I think they'll.
They've completely the
I
overheads
know,
on the
I know.
stadium
Okay,
are
I know.
completely.
Well, and
over.
obviously they're spending a lot more money now because the stadium's not ready. So
Like
yes,
imagine the
things
stadium's
are
not ready
looking
till
good.
next season. That would be the funniest thing.
I still won't believe it till I see it.
they're
But
running
I
out
used
of
to,
gas already. Their three main goal threats are now gone for a month or so. Like
would
that's
you
just son.
would you stick with Llorente up front, or would you maybe put?
He didn't look like he knew how to play football.
Would you maybe
also.
put?
You
He
get
hasn't never
Janssen.
played.
You want to get Janssen back in?
Janssen is like
Lamella.
faxing his own medical files to Turkey to try to find a new club. Like he's playing with the under-23s. He's not.
What about Lamella
Through the middle.
as a number 9 false 9? Or what about like here's a bold one.
Lucas Moura is your option.
Well, he's injured.
Yeah, I know. Well, when he's not.
Troy
He's coming
Troy
back.
Parrott, the 16-year-old Irish lad.
Sounds like a character
He's
from
banging him
Only
in-
Fools and Horses.
He's banging him in for the under-23s and under-18. So why not?
What's his name?
Troy Parrott. He's going to be the next big thing for Ireland.
He's going to be the next big thing down the
I
market.
can't see it as a team, top 4 team, needing to break down defences.
Tell you.
Then bringing in a young lad to do
You
it.
should see him. He always scores a cracker.
Can we go through some of the news before we look at the Premier League?
Boo.
Okay, well, I won't start off with the tragedy. So after that reaction, Jan Stewart,
I don't
Stewart,
know who he is.
new Huddersfield Town manager. You don't know who he is.
You know who also
He's
doesn't know who it was?
He's looking forward to the
Sky,
challenge.
Sky Sports don't know who he is.
Yes, please continue.
Huddersfield played Man City this weekend. Absolutely nothing was worth watching because
No.
It was so boring.
Yeah. And then there was a man in the crowd who looked like Mr. Stewart.
To be fair, he actually did quite look like him a lot. Like
Yeah.
I like if you Google your man Seward or Stewart, whoever the hell his name is, and that guy in the crowd, like, they were actually they are very look alike, but like seriously, like.
Marko Nautovic future still up in the air. Now, what I heard, and I could be dead wrong, is he going to do a Payet and just be like, "Nah, bench for me, baby"? Is he true that
I don't think
trying
he's
to take
actually
himself
doing
out
that. I think he just wants
I don't
out.
think so
I don't
either.
think he's not throwing his toys out of the pram. He just wants to move to China.
I
for
think
more money.
I think he's had like a few constant injuries the last few years, and he's only got like one.
We
big move
talked
in him.
we talked about this,
and
a
he was
lot last
linked
week.
with United when Jose was still there.
Yes.
And now that obviously
So he's
not
just a little
gonna happen.
disappointed to
So
stay
he's
to
just
West
there,
Ham.
like
West Ham.
he wants to earn his Chinese money.
Emiliano Sala was on it was a chartered plane, was it?
No, it wasn't.
private jet.
I
It was
read earlier. Apparently, him and his representative said no to Cardiff arranging flights for him
Okay.
back from France to Wales. They said, "I will organise something for you." No, I'd rather do it myself. And they're like, "Okay." And then apparently, I don't know, is his agent or something, but it was like a propeller plane with like a couple of seats in it, like, and it was big storms, like. And then I don't know if you heard the WhatsApp or even read a transcript of it. Like, I don't know if he said that mid-flight or before he got on, or I think I heard there was a couple of takeoffs that didn't work as well. So I don't know if the plane was bogey or.
And went down your Guernsey, was it?
Yeah, it's just off Jersey. Now apparently
Jersey,
they've
not
actually
Guernsey. They are two
called
different
off
places.
search now. They're just
Okay.
calling it. So it's I think it was offered 18 million Argentinian. Like Bielsa apparently managed him, I think, in France, I think, but like just.
That's awful.
It's actually like
terrible.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Like now, I wonder. Like it sounds horrible. But I hope no one's for the club renting is liable. But as far as I'm aware,
I doubt it.
they had that. But like 2 air disasters in 3 months. Like it's like freak accidents. Like
They are though. They are. Frankie De Jong signs for Barcelona for 65 million.
Who is this person?
he's
the
new.
son.
He's the new of Nigel de Jong.
Yeah.
But like
He's
he
not.
didn't play.
He's
He didn't play. He was on the bench for the Europa League final against United.
that was 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
No,
know,
he was
but that's-
he
he's
was
only
starting to
21.
He was starting to get a big name
Yeah, but
last
he's
year.
65 million. Like,
Yeah,
so I
no,
don't know who this
I've seen
person
him. He
is.
does look very talented, but again, it's in a Ajax team.
Barcelona
everyone-
have been the poorest in the transfer market the last couple of years spending money though. Like they've gone mental.
Everyone
Things are not working.
Everyone was after this guy, but
Like Malcolm.
well, Malcolm,
And look what happened.
well, he wants. That didn't work.
Neymar got his injury again, but the one that almost cost him the World Cup, and maybe did, but he got injured again. And then the teams he was facing said if he wants to mess around like that, he's gonna get kicked and stuff. Like he's absolutely like he went off crying like he's in a bad way. Sorry. So it'll look like he'll miss at least definitely the United game, probably
Of course, he
through
will.
that if they won't. So
I think PSG. I don't know. Like we were talking about last week about Man City going for the 10-0. Like,
Yeah.
honestly, I said this. Like, it's more disrespect with Neymar doing flicks, and
It's not.
I really do think it is.
Well, if you're doing it perpetually throughout the entire match,
Yes.
it's very disrespectful.
If it's 0-0 and
It
you're
just
doing
shows
it, which he does
He
do,
shouldn't be in that league. Like he's too good for it.
but what's he joining them for then?
Money, I think.
It was an awful world record, I believe, Dan.
Yes.
Speaking of Barcelona, K fucking PB of Portsmouth fame.
Name
is going
the other club he played for in the Premier League.
Spurs.
Oh yeah. Half brother of Jerome Boateng.
And they both play for different countries.
They do indeed. Where
the Prince doesn't really like playing for any country.
Where was he?
Sassuolo.
It's Sassuolo.
Why-
Mid-table in Italy.
Playing as a centre forward.
How has this happened? What is wrong with Barcelona?
I think he
He's
was
banging
in
the goals, centre forward.
He
for
was in the same
Sassuolo.
team as Antonucci.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Obviously it's some sort of dodgy deal or something. I don't know.
What's up with Barcelona? Their transfers these days.
He's only 31.
Remember he was actually
that's okay.
in like 2010. He was actually very good.
Oh, he was like the next big thing.
He was very good,
Yeah.
but it just I don't. It's like the Paulinho thing and
It's very
Choupo-Moting to PSG. There's loads of these weird transfers that
I see
happen.
Milan forward line of the Prince, Ibrahimovic, and Pato.
Oh,
won me a
yes.
FIFA tournament and a keg of beer. Like so,
And El Charouet was there too. The four of them.
great bunch of.
It was a
lads.
great bunch of lads. John Obi Mikel, the soft-spoken, ridiculously high-voiced John Obi Mikel, has joined Middlesbrough.
I think it's just like
Where was he?
no idea. I
Yeah,
think he's in
neither do I.
China.
Okay.
Of course, he was in China, but
Well,
yeah,
I remember him going to China.
really
With
another odd signing like Middlesbrough.
I know, yeah. Do you think Oscar's ever going to come back? I loved Oscar.
He wasn't that great.
He was really good.
He was fine. He was above average.
Yes. He was as good a winger. He was just below that Willian category of winger for Chelsea.
But he
Still
wasn't a
very good.
winger.
He played.
Well,
on the
when
wing for them
he
sometimes,
did
so.
quite a bit, though, to be fair. I know he played number 10 as well.
He I don't know. Another like remember all those guys, Mikel, Ramirez, and Oscar. As soon as they had the chance, joined China. Like it says a lot of the mentality of those players.
It was the anniversary of Hazard kicking that ball boy, and then
Do you know also it's the anniversary of today? That Leeds crest from last year. Today.
Yeah, I saw that pop
but,
up last week. For
it
some
was
reason.
the anniversary, and the video. I was watching the video of it. And Jesus, you forget like Rafa Benitez was the manager at Chelsea then. He won them the European
just
Cup, and like
blows my
Ramirez
mind.
comes
He
close
won
to
2
Lampard,
trophies,
so-
didn't he?
No, he lost the semi-final to.
Did he not win the FA Cup that year?
No, I don't think so.
He beat you guys in the final.
No, that was a different year.
that
2012.
That was Hiddink, I think.
it wasn't Rafa. We never lost an FA Cup final to Rafa.
Oh no, it's 2013. 2013
Andy Carroll.
FA Cup.
That header.
Was it Man City who won it? Was that their first trophy?
Oh, it was they beat.
They beat Stoke.
No, that was 2011.
Was it Wigan?
2013. It was Wigan. Yeah.
Beaten
So he won the
City.
Europa League, and that was it then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he got to the semi-final of the Carling.
That's it. Yeah.
He gets booed every time he's in the stadium.
He got to semi-final of both Carling Cup and FA Cup.
Let's
Yeah.
have a look back at the results of this week's Premier League action. Wolves and Leicester. I thought it was going to be the most entertaining game of the weekend until the Liverpool match.
I called it was.
It probably was the most.
I
entertaining
called
game.
it Desmond, and that was should have.
You did, didn't you?
Yeah.
It was 4-3 to Wolves.
It's great to see Jota getting good because he is brilliant. Once like he said he hasn't been fit all season, a lot of injuries, but he's very very good. Hat trick now, and
The Wes Morgan goal is weird. One because he's slower than. any
Leicester fans
person.
absolutely hate him. And it's just like he did captain your team to a league.
I think it's
Why do you
think
when
they
a player
dislike him so
stays
much?
too long and you can sort of see he's throwing his way around because you think Maguire and Evans should be the
Maguire and
centre-back
Evans
for
should
it.
be the pair, yeah.
But then again, Evans was very slow for.
I don't think
winner as
Maguire's
well,
been any
so-
great shout this year.
What was it? What did they accept? New Bobby Moore, 70 million. They wouldn't accept less than
70 million during the summer, yeah.
New
Sure,
Bobby Moore.
He's a World Cup semi-finalist. Bournemouth
Big
and West
head.
Ham.
Slap head, isn't it?
No,
Slap or
it's-
slab.
It's Slab, yeah, because Slaphead would be no Gruig.
Oh yes.
Bournemouth and West Ham. Wilson's
Wilson's goal was
former.
an absolute belter.
Yeah, Wilson.
Took so
Wilson
long to
King.
come down. He just picked it out. It was absolutely.
It's good stuff.
That ends the Wilson rumours to Chelsea anyway. But I don't see him there
They
next
asked for
year.
too much money, sort of thing.
50
and
million look for, but like
It also ends the West Ham are turning it around, going to finish 10th. Rumors
See the
that we
Andy
started
Carroll
last
miss.
week. Look, Andy Carroll is just.
You could
I
see
hope
what
he
you
never
could see what he was
stops.
trying to do.
Play football,
Yeah, but
and sometimes he can't.
No, he cannot.
Let's see here. Liverpool and Crystal Palace. My Jesus Christ, this felt like the Liverpool of 2 years ago.
I was away last weekend.
I wish I was away. I aged during this.
I don't even remember what I was doing, but I looked at my phone. It was 1-0 Townsend. I was just like, when something just ruins. Like, I just couldn't concentrate. I was like staring at my phone. I don't watch streams, but I was just like staring at my phone, like texting Liverpool fans on my phone, being like, fuck's sake.
Yeah.
Then Liverpool scored 2 goals, and then I saw the goal, so I was like, wait.
I would have been.
By the way, Townsend's first goal was.
It was.
I know he'll get the probably goal of the season goal against City, but I actually love that because actually, what Palace actually did. I couldn't believe they passed around you and beat the press. I've never seen them do that.
They were very lucky though. Like they sort of held on to the ball. Like Firmino and Mane were pressing.
They were,
just
but
almost got it. But like,
tell you, they probably deserve something out of it. Like the
absolutely.
handball by Robertson. No one.
That handball by Robertson.
Match
so
of the
sick.
day could
that,
be
like,
pointed.
They're so sick. I didn't see it till match of the day.
I like I think again. You had Milner's playing right back. Zaha's roasting them all game.
We
conceded
we
issues.
conceded the third goal when we were down to 10
and
men.
Palace have always kind of troubled you on the counter attack.
There are bogey. There are modern day bogey.
But like again,
Well, like
you can see 3
goals were like.
You can see 3,
Like
but you score
Speroni
4.
I think it was the first time this season a player born in the 70s with Speroni.
So he's
played in there.
39.
Oh, yeah, that's
39 or
yeah.
something. Yeah. And then
It was.
Jesus,
he
I mean,
was dreadful.
the look that you got. Like Salah throwing himself to the ground, someone has to do something about that because this is like.
Well,
Yeah,
he was
it's
kicked
so
and then
silly.
he decided to go down.
No,
there's
he
a
should have
difference
never
between
gone
kicked
down.
and then waiting 2 seconds and fall.
I could have accepted this if it was 4-2. It was the Meyer goal at the end. It just made me feel like, oh Jesus, what are we? What have we become? 3 goals conceded at home all year, then 3 goals conceded in one
But
match.
I think the
Joel Matip.
Danny Murphy called the league for Liverpool match
He
of the
did,
day because of
Let's all
this
listen to
and
him.
the
He's a moron.
Divock Origi chance. And then
When was the last time that Salah, Mane, and Firmino scored in a game?
last week.
was it against Arsenal?
Last week?
Or
Salah scored last week.
no, all three.
All 3 of them scored in the game.
I don't know if they have this season.
Was it Roma?
I think it was something like that.
Yeah,
It's
but
been
like,
No, was it not Arsenal? Oh, the 5-1.
No, man, I didn't score. I don't think.
no,
Did he not?
I don't think so. Anyway, just a
no,
little.
at the end of the day, though, like that I don't like that stat because that's like saying you have to score 3 goals. Like you're not always going to score 3 goals in a game.
Oh no, it's not that I don't like that.
Like
stat,
how many
it's-
times have they contributed to the goals? Like,
Oh
you
no,
know
no,
what I
no,
mean?
Dan. I'm not saying
By
that
the way, Firmino's come back on form. I think
he is. I'm not saying that it's a bad thing that they're not. I'm just saying that was something that felt like it happened every other week.
who is going to
Chamberlain's
fill?
back in training as
Who's
well.
going to fill in? He'll be a while.
Well, he's back in training now.
He'll be another month. I'd
Yeah,
say.
that's
Oh,
what I
yeah,
mean.
yeah.
Right. Who's going to be right back now that you've got your 3 gone?
Well, Arnold was close to making the American
Was he?
Palace game.
So he actually will be back.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
all off training now on holiday.
And you've got your week off the cup, which is good.
And he signed a new contract. Arnold and Robinson have signed new contracts.
That's good.
Are you calling it for Liverpool now, like Danny Murphy? Look, we're fucking. It's basically February. We have to call the league now.
Well, I think
I'm not doing it,
I
but
think.
you
I think City.
Well,
are
look, you'd
training
rather
on
be in
the
your like everyone's forgetting how good City are, but like who would rather be in your position that yours is City's? Like clearly your position.
Well, we
Do
only.
you know what I mean? Like-
what are the tough games we have? We've got
You've
Spurs and Chelsea, right?
away. You Spurs at home. And
Spurs at home.
Chelsea at home.
Spurs and Chelsea at
And
home.
if you go to Old Trafford.
and United.
The
away.
Old Trafford game because they know what's going to happen here now, and they're going to. Solskjaer will have them up for it.
We are
It's
not
between the Bayern Munich
getting
matches.
anything out of that game. I'll tell you
Liverpool's
right
next 3. Like I said that when I saw our next 5 were that Palace game. Palace we hadn't scored against at home for a while.
Yeah.
Then it's Leicester at home, and Leicester could be anything. Then it's West Ham
Leicester
away.
could beat you the way they're
Yeah.
playing, but
Then
they
it-
could lose 5-0.
Yeah, and then it's West Ham away, and then it's United.
So the next round of Premier League games is next Tuesday, Wednesday, isn't it?
Yeah, I think there's a double game week. But I think
It's
look,
not a
personally,
double game week. It's
personally,
one game week because everyone plays midweek.
I'd go for you guys to do it. If you ask me now, I'd put money on you. But like, there's still a lot of football left. But at the end of the day,
There's
all you
always
can
lot,
forget
yeah.
about what's happening, Man City. You're winning your matches.
I know, it's incredible.
Like you take out the defeat by Man City. When's the last time you dropped points?
Yeah.
Like honestly, I can't remember.
No, it's
What
the,
game? Any idea what game it
it's
was?
the 4th highest point tally at this point in the season ever.
So what you need to do is just forget about Man City and just win your next match and just concentrate on that. Because if City win every game, but if you win every game,
No,
it
that's
doesn't
it.
matter.
Well,
Arsenal
that's
and
the
the
mentality.
Emirates was the last time we dropped points, I think.
That was early November.
Because I think we have 3 draws, and it's Chelsea away, Arsenal
But
away,
you're saying besides City, what was the last time we
and
dropped
City
points?
at home. So
Okay, yeah, I think that was it. United and Brighton, Pogba and Rashford, got the goal for.
He's brought them their United back.
Yeah.
Brighton weren't really pushed with this match. I'm not sure why, but
What do you think of Marco Rashford being the first choice and scoring loads of goals all the time?
Well, he's
he's not,
he was brought. Well, he's actually playing the best football he's played since Van Gaal.
penalty was a bit interesting though. It was as bad as, I don't know. Penalties are weird.
So can I just go back to the Liverpool match real quick, just because something that was strange. It was weird to see Milner just be really shite with 2 tackles in a row.
No, he's not a right.
He should have
back.
been booked well before that.
And like he was kicking him all game.
It's just
Like,
I don't
it
know,
was-
maybe the position got to his head. He's like, I need to tackle more. Well, you would need to.
No,
tackle
well, no,
more, I suppose.
he goes. I can't let him get by me. Was probably
No,
his
but the
mentality.
second ball was a 50-50 going towards the middle
So
of the park.
Liverpool fans were giving out. It was like it's a clear red. Yes.
I think the
Why
first
would-
one could have been a red?
Did you really see a Liverpool fan give out about the red?
Yes. Just when the challenge went in, they all started giving out.
Oh, fuck off. All right, Newcastle and Cardiff. Oh, no, sorry, anything else you want to say about United? United?
Rashford is doing well.
Yeah.
But like he's just picking pace.
Pogba
If you
has
look at,
more
like,
goals under Solskjaer than he did under the whole season with Mourinho.
Yeah.
Like he's picking pace up front, and he's playing Pogba in his best position, which he should have been playing in all the time.
Yes.
And I still think they're woeful at the back, but De Gea's got a bit of confidence.
Why would you say they're woeful? Like
Because they're not good at the
they've
back.
been very solid.
Spurs absolutely battered them for parts of that
They
game.
haven't conceded though.
Yeah, Bart, but if you honestly, if you pick the teams they played against, bar the Spurs game, you probably would have picked them all in a row. They
I
haven't-
think-
and they've conceded goals along the way.
Okay, let's see when they. Well, not many, Dan. Not many.
They've
3.
well, yeah, but like they've played Huddersfield, Cardiff, Newcastle, Bournemouth.
Okay, we'll see when they play a big team.
They
leave that
played
in.
Spurs. They beat Spurs,
Away.
but
I know.
they
and they didn't concede.
De Gea had what 12 saves.
Something like that. Most with
It
his
was
legs.
outrageous. But no, I'm just saying in general though they are still weak at the back. I don't think
No.
that's outrageous to say.
Look. You say weak. I think they're a lot
They're
more stable.
better.
Yes, they are.
They're
only 7
defending
points
better.
behind Spurs now.
Sorry.
They're only 7 points behind Spurs.
They're
now.
they're defending better, but they're still improving. But what he's done is he's dropped like Fellaini. Never should be a Man United player. You guys like him. He's useless.
I think he's a bollocks. I
Oh,
don't
he's
think-
brilliant.
Mata has been dropped. A really nice guy, but he's not a Man United player in terms of speed and moving the ball quick
Independent
because
spirit.
he's so much slower.
Yeah.
He's just playing a lot faster guys, and Lukaku won't be getting a game. He'll be up for grabs maybe in the summer.
Oh,
Like
maybe.
I always said,
Depends who the manager is.
when Lukaku actually went last year, we bring Morata in again.
He's better in it too.
I actually thought Lukaku. I always said Lukaku should go back to Chelsea because I think he's a Chelsea player. I think Morata, if Man United click and attack properly, would be better at Man United because he's better movement
Yes.
than
I think he's the same
Lukaku.
player no matter
But
where you
Do you
put him.
remember when Morata looked really quick in the first 4 or 5 games of the season? We were like, just didn't know he had that pace, and it never happened again.
But that's what I'm saying. I think if it's
Burned
he
out.
would have been better under an attacking Man United team. But Lukaku should be kept as far away from the ball as possible and just put it into the box, which he'd be good at with a Chelsea kind of style.
Yeah.
As a Chelsea culture. Do you
I
know
think
what I mean?
Lukaku at Manchester United is exactly the player he was at Everton. It's just there's more eyes on him. I think Morata can go to a bin. He's not very good. He wouldn't have been better at this United team. In fact, Mourinho would have been sacked a long time before if they'd bought Morata for 70 million instead of Lukaku.
Potentially true.
Lukaku scored
Lukaku
goals
would have
last
scored
season,
goals, yeah.
Morata did not.
Well, yeah. Well, I'm not.
I agree.
defending Morata. I'm just saying that's what I actually
Solskjaer's
said.
doing great. He's playing a more attacking team. We'll see what happens. They play Arsenal.
They'll beat
Well,
them
let's
as
just-
well.
That could be interesting.
But
you
I'm
go.
just saying that's the point I actually made when both of those guys signed a year and a
Yeah.
half ago. I actually felt it was never a good mix. But with Rashford up top,
Uh-huh.
he's certainly given something different. And Lingard won't. He's game. He'll always run for you. Martial looks like he's probably going to sign a contract. That's big for them.
Yes.
Because they've could have lost Martial and De Gea over the summer.
Yeah. Well, the
you
De
know.
Gea thing is still in an impasse, is it not?
Well, no, because no one wants him.
Well,
Okay.
Real Madrid aren't going to buy him.
We'll just jump ahead. There's nothing really to preview.
Did anyone see Jose Mourinho on BN Sports with Richard Keys and Andy Gray?
No, what did he do?
He was saying that he looks at Klopp, who won absolutely nothing in 3 years, but still has the confidence to go and the respect to go. But
By players.
go
and-
by players, and how Pep in his first season didn't like his back four, his wing backs, so bought 4 wing backs, and didn't like his goalie, so bought a goalie, and then he wins 2 trophies and isn't given any money. And then
He'll always have a spin,
He
won't he?
told a story that he did get locked in a
The laundry basket.
laundry basket in the Bayern Munich Chelsea game.
Yeah. That's brilliant.
So mad.
Okay, so but,
Don't get me started.
I was going to say
Man.
there's nothing really to
Bust
talk.
some chops.
There's nothing really to talk about in regards to the FA Cup except the United Arsenal game. How do you see it going?
I think Arsenal had a very good win against Chelsea and played a lot better, but it's interesting. Like people are going like, oh, you know, I hope we rest players. Both teams the same. It's like, just fucking go and win a cup. Like, I just don't understand this whole resting players.
It's
If you
talking
wanna
about,
win
talking about
something-
United's
If you
defense.
wanna, okay, you want to finish like even if
No,
they
I
even
have
if
Arsenal's defense, like
if
Oh,
they,
no, no,
if
no.
they rest players,
But what I'm saying is, in terms of what Dan's saying about United's defense, they haven't gone up against.
there'll be a lot of goals. I think both teams will score.
They haven't gone up against a team
But-
like this
But
tomorrow.
like I'm just saying though, like if you, for
Is
example,
there
if you
away goals in the EFL Cup?
away goals, no, don't think so.
Could get PKs.
Where are we at?
It's 2-1.
Oh, still?
Yeah.
Lorente scored, by the way, when we were
So
talking.
if you look at it though, like in terms of both teams, and they'll
Yes.
say they go, all right, we're gonna people are rest players. We've got a big league game on Tuesday, but it's like you're not guaranteed to win that.
No.
You just play your best team and fucking try and win the trophy because they're not going to win anything else.
Yeah, but they got to fight for top 4, brother.
But
That's
this-
that I'm being playing devil's
Yeah,
advocate here.
I don't know.
Newcastle with one of their better performances of the year against the tired Warney Warnock Cardiff.
Newcastle are the 19th most valuable team in football.
How?
Because
Just
the
they don't
revenue
spend
they
any
get,
money. The revenue from
the
the Premier
60,000,
League.
58,000 every week.
Yeah, there's a lot of crazy
And
Geordies, I
What was
suppose.
the defender's name? He got a lovely goal. first one.
Fabian Schär.
Sure,
Swiss
his first
defender.
goal. He just kept running. The Cardiff players didn't. I was a bit disappointed by Cardiff. I thought they could have got something out of that
Really?
match, but they didn't
Like,
show
they're
up.
not good.
No, but neither
And
did
now,
Newcastle.
I actually feel really sorry for them
I
because like,
think
now
it's-
they
isn't-
spent all that money. Like, what happens at 18 million?
Had
That's
Newcastle lost like 8 of their 11 matches at home? Like, they're not good at home. They're better away. So I thought Cardiff might nick it. And
Cardiff don't keep. Cardiff
Right.
don't keep the ball. They don't even attack. Anyone know what's going to happen at 18 million they spent? And I'm just honestly an honest question.
yeah, it's insurance. Someone will pay it eventually.
I don't know about those same things. It's kind of unprecedented.
Yeah.
We were talking about Southampton beating Everton. I think we all said that was likely. It happened.
Marco
I
Silva
think
is a
Hassel
sham,
top
and
will
Ward
keep 'em up, I
Prowse
think.
is a nice
Yeah.
goal.
Say that again.
They could finish close to top 10 at this point.
They won't finish. Top 10.
Not top 10, but like
They're
I
going to go on a run.
they'll be
They'll
alright.
go on a run.
Bournemouth went like 8 matches without a win there before they beat West Ham. Everton have won 2 matches in their last 11.
That's
like,
incredible.
It doesn't take, like, I think Leicester up there. It
Yeah.
doesn't take an awful lot to get into, like
I think they'll
like
be
they're
around top
already
10.
safe from relegation.
I think they'll beat all
top
the
10
teams
is
around
not.
them till now from now to
But
the end of the season.
yeah, Ward Prowse's
I
goal was
heard an
lovely.
amazing stat. Their new manager has won more games for Southampton than Mark Hughes did in his entire spell.
That's so
yeah,
good.
he's won.
Like
He's
I think
won
he's won
4, and Mark
four.
Hughes won 3 in
three.
25 matches.
Yeah,
Awesome.
like but you know who's
I
gonna
like
get, you know
Southampton.
who'll be quick to get a job again? Mark Hughes. He'll be linked to the first fucking thing.
Well, they said that about Big Sam, and he hasn't come back
Well,
since
he
Palace.
will. He'll get Sam, Pardew,
But
Moyes.
Dad, they haven't come back though.
These guys, they keep coming back.
I can see Moyes coming back.
Sam-
Sam is a better manager than Hughes and Pardew, though.
Oh, well, definitely Pardew.
I was
He's
also
more
going to say, sorry, I know you want to end this, but I
It's all right.
heard a fun fact that
Don't break kayfabe.
another one of those wonderful managers, Alex McLeish, I found out a fun fact that he has every copy of the movie magazine Empire.
Yes.
He's there, and also he has a cameo in the new Stan and Ollie film, the Laurel and Hardy film with
Does-
John C.
does-
Reilly.
does
He
he
reads the
love-
newspaper.
Does he love the movie?
He does love the movies.
Would you go see the Laurel and Hardy movie?
See, it's coming out at the wrong time. There's a lot of good movies coming out now, and
Do you
well aligned.
do you watch out? Do you like Alan Partridge? Do you like Steve Coogan?
I like Alan Partridge.
Okay.
Not as
Well,
much as
new-
other
new-
people seem to.
New Alan. Well, no, me and Joyce obviously.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we need to talk about Watford and Burnley?
Burnley got a goal disallowed, which
No.
shouldn't have been disallowed, but that's about it.
Arsenal, and
Burnley-
Chelsea.
Burnley on a bit of a run though. To be fair to them.
This was
They're doing well.
this was a bit of a surprising result. I know Chelsea are weird in the big matches. They haven't really turned up this year at all.
Chelsea are like. We were talking about them earlier, like this, and you're saying about Barcelona's transfer has been a bit mad.
Yeah.
You look at the standard of player that's come in to Chelsea since they won the league in 2015. there's been no one. Bar Kante, who came in 2016.
Yes.
There's probably not really one player you can go great signing.
Alonso.
Yeah,
And then
Alonso and Kante.
Hold on, but I will struggle.
Yeah.
I will struggle.
The keeper looks all right, but you know.
Yeah, maybe.
David Luiz for the second time. Rudiger.
No.
Rudiger.
David Luiz for a second time, definitely.
No.
But
But especially it's just there's no.
when was Pedro signed?
No, he's been there a long time.
He won the league with them,
No,
didn't
no. He won the league under Conte, but he was there before. Mourinho signed him.
Yeah.
But no, I'm just saying, if you look at the players they had even 10 years ago, Chelsea were just like, oh no, we're playing Chelsea.
Oh yeah.
Koscielny
now
was
it's
absolutely delighted